Okay then, Raiders, we are back. We have got loads to go over today as Embark Studios have now reached out with an update on the most recent exploits and corrective actions, what it is that took them so long, and what the consequences are moving forward. They've given us a very in-depth look into this, and we're going to break everything down for you guys, as well as Embark Ocean adding in some additional messages over on Discord with the finer details. So let's see what it is that's going on from Arc Raiders today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can get your video games cheaper for PC and console with the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts, running up to 70% off on old and new games alike. And we're doing a giveaway here on the channel for a free copy of the game, or if you've already got it, then we'll replace it with Raider tokens. It's very simple to get hold of that one. Head down to the comments and put in any colored love heart and it'll enter you in. We'll be announcing that one over the next few days, so make sure you stay tuned and we'll get into it. That being said, let's dive into what's happening inside of the scene for Arc Raiders. So Embark Ocean posted up on Discord earlier today with the announcement of the update on recent exploits and corrective actions, and it starts off the message right here by stating, Raiders, earlier this week we said that we would return with more information upon our investigation into the recent exploits was complete. The investigation has now concluded, and thank you for your patience while we took the time to do this properly. Though these exploits stemmed from a design flaw on our part, the way that they were used had a real impact in the game's economy and the way the community experienced Arc Raiders. It's on us to address that and work to restore balance. Over the course of the next week, we will begin issuing enforcement actions to accounts that can confirm took advantage of these exploits. Now, this one is probably not as bad as you may well think, depends on how bad you actually did it, but what is it that took them so long to get this far? It states why this took time. We understand that the desire for fast action, especially when both gameplay and economy suffers. At the same time, our responsibility is and must be to act with fairness and accuracy. When we take action on player accounts, we do it based on what we can define, prove, and stand behind in practice. That includes validating reports against data, confirming exploit usage, scope, and effect, separating accidental and edge case behavior from repeated and intentional abuse, and assessing the measurable impact on the economy and competitive integrity. We want to act once with intention and with confidence that we're doing the right thing. This is the first time we've handled an incident of this nature at such a scale in Arc Raiders. Rather than rushing, we chose to take the time needed to fully understand the situation and make sure our response was consistent with our values and expectations. Now, that for me is absolutely valid. I actually think that is the best explanation I have seen from a game developer as to why something took them so long. Not only that, but most game developers don't even approach the reason why it took them so long. So I think that Embark Studios probably gained a lot of respect from a lot of people just over that statement right there. They wanted to confirm that everything was correct, and they wanted to make sure that what they did was a good move. And it's probably a good job that they've taken so long to go over it, because the consequences are now here as well. It states right here, what are the consequences? We will be taking action based on severity, intent, frequency, and impact. Outcomes will vary, but actions will include warnings for low severity cases where abuse was pretty much limited, and the removal of coins tied to the exploit activity will obviously be in play for everyone who has done it, or at least that's how I'm reading that. But yeah, the removal of coins tied to the exploit activity are obviously going to play through. But the big one was that suspensions for the severe cases, particularly where exploit usage had a significant impact on the in-game economy and other players' experience. Our goal is to keep the game fair for everyone, and that means holding all players to the same standard. Now, obviously, this could have a positive input. This could also have a very negative input. Obviously, these glitches were quite well known, even to the point where large streamers were doing it to kind of bring awareness. And don't worry, we're going to get to that in a moment, as they have also been mentioned. But there is, yes, a lot of people that were doing a lot of these things. If you're going to allow a glitch to be in your game, my lord, you better believe that gamers are going to abuse it. Unfortunately, we're going to see how many people exactly were absolutely hit by this one. Now, I would like to think that severe cases were quite literally severe. But yeah, we're going to see how this one plays out. Let me know your guys' opinions in the comment section below. Do you agree with what they've said, and do you agree with the outcome from it? I definitely think that people should be paying the consequence for a glitch, but I think if you're going to leave it in there for so long, I expect players to do it, man. Expect them to do it. They also go on to moving forward, and it states it's our hope that the response provides a platform for future action, and we've already improved our detection and tracking, internal review tools, and safeguards to limit the impact of similar exploits. We take this incident seriously, and we're approaching it as both a corrective effort and a learning opportunity to strengthen the system that support fair play. We'll keep monitoring for confirmed exploits, and we'll take action appropriately, fairly, and consistently. If you run into issues, please report them through the designated channels over on discord.gg/arcraiders. It helps us respond faster with more confidence. Thank you to everyone who reported these issues and to everyone who continued playing in good faith while we worked through this. We understand the severity of the situation and have done our best to act in a way that provides a fair outcome to all our raiders. And if anything, actually just stating that basis alone, at least we now know that any exploits moving in forward are going to cause for some banned accounts, or depending on the severity of it, you are definitely going to get hit for it. So I feel like they've made it loud and clear. They've set their standards, and that's exactly how it is. Now, a lot of people were wondering if the big time streamers that brought a lot of attention and money to Embark Studios will not be protected and will face the enforcement of the exploiting and using in-game duplication glitches. And a great question to ask indeed, and actually Embark Ocean genuinely responded, stating the punishments will be distributed equally, which does not say or confirm or even deny that the streamers will be hit out, but essentially does say that if it was severe enough, they will exactly get what it is that everyone else has got. So I don't think that any of the big time streamers actually exploited it like really that far at all. I think there were a couple of streamers that brought it to light to try and make Embark fix it quicker. We all know who it is that we're talking about here, but yeah, I don't know if that's actually going to be the case. They do state right here, and probably why they say that the severe ones are going to be banned, and that is about it. I think that might be down to the streamers doing it in not a severe mentality. Let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section with that one. As well as that, though, people are asking if you're going to be safe if you use exploits in the shooting range. Will it not be flagged? And Embark Ocean has just stated just the shooting range actually should be fine. So I don't know about you, but I did test out a few of them in the shooting range to get clips and stuff for YouTube, and it seems to actually be okay. So I think that we should be safe if we're doing it inside of the shooting range and it's not actually affecting the economy of the game. Moving on from that, though, we have got some fun bits, as we have just been speaking about the doom and gloom of Arc Raiders, and I want to know what you guys are thinking about everything. But we need to get in for a little bit of happiness. Let's take a look at this right here from the Rusted Gear, who posted up, it's time for medics to be acknowledged. Now, this was a big one because I actually love this skin. It looks incredible. And not only that, it fits the aesthetic of Arc Raiders perfectly. If they could add something like this to the game, I know so many people that would run this so fast, it's absolutely nutty. Now, obviously, this is only a concept, but it's absolutely amazing, and I just really wish that they would put something in there. Let me know in the comments if you would run something like this. And finally, to give you a bit of a giggle, it turns out that Call of Duty has now censored the word Arc Raiders yet again over on COD Mobile. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I don't know why they're even bothering with this sort of stuff. Like, on a level, what is the point for it? I really, really don't understand it. It's almost like they can't acknowledge the fact that certain games are doing really, really well. It's so weird. They obviously had already censored it in Black Ops 7, but now it's in mobile as well. Good lord, man. Good lord. Now let's look at your top comments from the previous video. This is absolutely incredible because you guys were talking with me about the new weekly trials, a new release update for China, and so much more. And I want to know your opinions on it, as we are teaming up with Tencent to release and port the game over in China. I am a little bit worried about it, but I'm also not. And I wanted to know what your guys' opinions were in the comments. And you guys were bloody vocal. This first one right here coming from Remy stated, adding China will exponentially explode hacker numbers. Now, this is a renowned factor. Yes, this does happen to a lot of games. The moment that you obviously bring China into it, they are very tech-savvy people, and they like to mess around with things that they shouldn't be messing around with. So, yeah, I would expect that the explode of hackers will obviously happen. This makes no sense to me at all. That's why they're making a mirror game, not using the original one, but we'll wait and see exactly how that one plays out in terms of their numbers. I don't think it's actually going to impact us massively, but if they do manage to get into the game, and not a mirror file, well, this will be obviously a problem. But if they release it the way that we think that they are going to, this should be okay. Moving on from that, this next one states right here, China will most likely have their own locked server. There you go. Exactly that. That's what we were just saying. They have like a mirror file is what they call it, and it's a mirrored version of the game. They don't essentially open it up to the general public. China have got some sort of laws against certain social statuses and stuff like that, and how it is that they incorporate their lives in the world of social media, which is why there are some platforms that they don't get involved with. Video platforms over there, such as Bilibili, which apparently, yes, they do take my videos and convert them into Chinese. Really, really weird. But they have their own versions of a lot of things, so I'd like to say that it's likely our graders will port in their own version. And this final one right here from Shadow BAI states, Stella used to be a PvP nightmare. Lately, it's been an absolute PvE blast. What's super cool AF is while looting an extraction, I started yelling out who needs this blueprint, Megatron, or weapon, and it has created a chain reaction of gift giving or item swapping. Raiders are awesome. I absolutely love it, man. If you're in those good lobbies and you're in those nice lobbies, then you definitely want to get involved with that. I think that it's something that I enjoy the most. And if you guys want to get into those good lobbies, all I'm saying is if you just go into a game, knock yourself out, come back out, you'll be absolutely fine. Anywho, let's move on. Thank you so much again for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you're smashing that beautiful like button. Thanks again for supporting the channel so massively. I really appreciate you all. But as always, that's all we've got time for. Like, subscribe, and until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.